Now let's turn our attention to today's I am statement and the apparent exclusivity of Jesus' words. What did Jesus mean when he told Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life? No one comes to the Father except through me. Theologians have debated the exclusivity of Christian doctrine throughout the centuries, beginning with the ecumenical councils to the Spanish Inquisition, all the way to the Protestant Reformation with the separation of the Roman Catholic Church and the Protestants, even to this day. So what's the answer? What does Jesus mean? Well, I'll tell you next week. TV shows do that. Why can't we? Let me give you some thoughts that I have on this topic, that I have myself wrestled with. As a good Protestant, I think it's one thing to say that you need Jesus for your salvation, but it's quite another thing to say that you must be baptized or you must be a part of any individual church or denomination in order to go to heaven. Jesus is the head of the church. And God uses the church to restore and redeem this world back to the original good that he first declared it to be. But it's not as if we hold the keys to heaven's gates in our hands. I get very uncomfortable when human beings try to set up barriers that maybe God isn't setting up. The power of the church has and always will be through the power of the Holy Spirit, but we do not claim that power for our own, nor can we wield it to our pleasing. I don't think God is stuck inside of the walls of a church. But I wouldn't say that that means that all religions are equally true, or that all roads would lead to the same Creator. No, there are some very real differences in the world religions. I am a Christian because of what I believe Jesus said in the I am statements. I simply cannot reconcile Jesus' I am statements with universalism. Believe me, I've tried. I had a mentor once say to me, put it this way. He said, Thomas, Jesus is the ultimate expression of God's truth here on earth. But that doesn't mean that other religions don't capture parts of God's truth. After all, the Zoroastrian Magi were able to interpret the stars and see exactly where the Christ child would be born. But remember, any religion, even the institutional side of Christianity, is really just humans doing their best to reach up to God, whereas Christ is God's truth reaching down to us.